First item, critical, we've got something to generate heat. And the way that we generate heat is what I call a metal match or a ferrocerium rod. Ferrocerium is a special alloy. It was invented in Austria back in the late 1800s. The ferrocerium from Austria is actually the highest quality. What we're looking for is a hot shower of sparks, oil-tempered steel striker, and a wooden handle. When I move these things together, nice hot shower of sparks. Next, tinder source, 2 waterproof containers, and what I've got inside of these is cotton and Vaseline. We'll use cotton and Vaseline as a tinder source. I can pull this out when I need to, have it in place. I'm looking for something that's brightly colored. Some people will focus in on or are infatuated with tactical colors, things that are black or gray or even an OD green color. As you'll notice, this is brightly colored. It's orange with royal blue. So if I drop this, I've got a really good chance of finding it again. So the question often arises, why do I need to bring a tinder source with me? Some people mistakenly believe that tinder is easy to find in the natural environment. Unfortunately, that's just not the case. Or, depending upon the situation, Murphy's Law may be in full effect. That which can go wrong will go wrong. I'm going to bring the tinder sources with me because everything in the natural environment has a tendency to gather and absorb water. And the water is going to make it much more difficult to get anything lit. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring easy to light material with us. That's our tinder. This is a small piece of aluminum foil. Doesn't take much, but the bottom line is when I light up that cotton and petroleum jelly, a little bit of that material will melt and actually soak down and potentially drip away. What you'll end up with a little piece of aluminum foil like this is an additional burn time, 30 to 45 seconds, maybe even a minute of additional burn time over the life of the burning of that little tinder source. And what will happen then, that 30 seconds, that 45 seconds, that may be the difference between getting your fire started and not in challenging conditions. Always protect your hands. What we're looking for when I go out there and I gather tinder and I gather kindling, long burning sources using knives, saws, what I'm looking to do is basically protect my hands as much as possible, because in the environment, if my hands start to get cold, they get wet, they're a lot more easily injured. And a set of good leather gloves, don't have to spend a lot of money on those. They just protect your hands, give you that extra layer of protection as you're working in the outdoor environment. Always protect your hands. Characteristic you're looking for is a tang, that's the metal extending all the way through the handle. It's designed for batoning. It won't break, it's made out of carbon steel, so that means it'll rust if you don't take care of it. But carbon steel holds an edge particularly well. It's a little bit limber, so it won't snap like something stainless steel or other alloys that come together. You can sharpen it up. It takes a little bit of mineral oil and just a little bit of cleanup if you find it used in a wet environment or something like that. Additionally, a folding saw. Some people will focus in on a chainsaw or they'll focus in on a wire saw. Not particularly effective. Something like this folds up. I can use it with the right hand or the left hand, and it really is a force multiplier. And then finally, what I'm looking for here is some kind of an accelerant. This is just an example. There are many varieties that are out there. This is a piece of fat wood. Bottom line, it burns really, really well. This is a natural source of easy to burn material. So if I get into a challenging environment, there are lots of commercial products out there. I will go over some of those a little bit later on in the video as well.